Salute, Talk Nation. What's going on? Hey, Jaime Munguia versus Tureano. What makes it a fight is Tureano's lip. So if you just look at the picture and see his lip, ladies and gentlemen, that's one of the most brutal, not only cuts, but especially cuts to somebody's lip that I've ever seen in my life. If you go back, watch the DAZN footage of the recap from the fight, when hopefully they show the doctor when he's examining Tureano's lip in the corner. Once he cleaned it up with a towel, he was shown opening the cut, matter of fact, the gash on Tureano's lip. When I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that this gash was so severe, I'm surprised that the doctor let him go out and finish out the round. I thought he was going to stop it right there in the corner, because literally, if he would have got caught with one of those shots that Jaime Munguia was trying to finish him off with, if he would have got caught with the right hook, or matter of fact, right hook, because of the location of the cut, he literally could have tore his lip off with a punch. That's how bad and severe that this cut was on his face. If you've seen this cut, I couldn't believe it. You know what I mean? At first they tried to say it was due to an accidental headbutt, but later they went back and they slowed the footage down. They said it was the result of an uppercut that he threw while they were in the corner. Now, he did catch him with a couple of nice shots, a couple being uppercuts, but the type of cut that was, the cut was like this. The cut wasn't, you know what I'm saying, straight across. So that's what makes me believe that it possibly could have been a headbutt, but they ruled it a punch, so they can basically make the fight a knockout, furthering Jaime Munguia's record. I believe he goes to, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's 26-0, something like that. But he's undefeated in the middleweight division. And the middleweight division hasn't really been explosive since the fall of none other than Gennady Golovkin. And Danny Jacobs, his last performance was really subpar. I think that he needs to go back to the drawing board a little bit, because ever since he fell out with Andre Rozier, Danny doesn't really look the same. So I hope he bounces back. I believe he has a fight coming up with Philly's own Gabe Rosado. Gabe, warrior in the ring. But Danny can possibly take that fight. It shouldn't be that difficult for him. All he gotta do is box Gabe and he'll beat him. You know what I mean? But wrapping up on Jaime Munguia and Tureano's fight. Tureano was actually competitive in that fight. He was actually doing on pace to do very well up until the 6th round, when he sustained that massive cut on his face, on his lip. Devastating, in fact. I know immediately that thing is going to have to get stapled up, stitched up, duct tape, crazy glue, whatever. I'm talking about, that thing was brutal. When you guys see the picture and also the thumbnail, I'm telling you, while you at it, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Right there. But moving on, Jaime Munguia is a problem. And right now, from what I see, he's pretty much look like he's going to be holding the middleweight division down. Great young champion, tough, got power, can box. He's only going to get better. So the middleweight division is in pretty good hands, like I said. But that fight, if it would have went 12 rounds, if Tureano, because Tureano, his left hand was finding its home on Jaime Munguia. He caught Jaime more than a couple of times with a nice left hook. and Jaime Munguia was running right into it, but he can take a punch. You know what I mean? If you watch him post-fight, after the fight, he had a little swelling around the eye. So like I said, he can take a couple of shots now. You know what I'm saying? So that leads me to believe that Tureano, although he was connecting with some of these shots, his power may not be that explosive. But Jaime Munguia, he proved and showed that not only does he have a chin, but he can hurt you. You know what I mean? If he catch you with the right shot, it's still up in the air. That's a headbutt. Or like I said, if it was a cut, like I said, just using my, you know what I mean, my brain and math a little bit and looking at the physics of the matter. If that was a headbutt, it would have resulted in his lip being split, you know what I'm saying, vertically, you know what I mean? But like I said, if it would have been an uppercut like they said it was, I think the gash would have probably been more horizontal, you know what I'm saying? But that's just me, you know what I mean? I could be wrong, but that's just how my mind works. But ladies and gentlemen, Jaime Munguia is not only a player, but he is a problem in the middleweight division. So in the months to come, let's just see who will remain king in the division. But I don't know who he's going to face next. But I have a guess that possibly if Danny Jacobs does well in his fight with Gabe Rosado, I think that Danny may try to take on a young champion so he can become a champion again. But I think that Danny Jacobs could possibly get knocked out in that fight. If he fights Jaime Munguia has a high probability that he is going to knock Danny Jacobs out. You know what I'm saying? Let alone hurt him. It all depends on how Danny Jacobs goes into that fight. Like I said, he needs to patch things up with Andre Rozier, because Andre Rozier is a phenomenal coach. You know what I mean? He looks out for his guys. He looks out for his fighters. So I really can't see whatever the issue is as far as the fallout, that being his fault. And from what I've heard as far as reports, it is not his fault. I mean, Danny Jacobs was kind of acting like a prima donna a little bit. But I mean, who knows what's going on? You know what I'm saying? In his heart of hearts, he knows what has transpired, and he knows if he is truly wrong or right. So moving forward, Jaime Munguia, middleweight champion, is going to be a problem. He's definitely going to be a problem. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to wrap this up. While you are at it, go back and check out the previous video that I just did, part 2 of the Gervonta Tank Davis and Leo Santa Cruz wrap up. While you at it, go back and check out part 1 as well. Tonight is fight night. Happy Halloween. It is going down. Goons, goblins, gremlins, boxing, everything. Holla.